building tools in the United States since 1920. SnapOn knows a thing or two about American manufacturing.
The way to win the contest is to restore the traditional American respect for the dignity of work.
As jobs move overseas, can SnapOn be a successful stock and a friend to the American worker?
The way to win the contest is to change or transform from looking at these jobs as a consolation prize to being what they always been, a national calling that will deliver us from evil.
Look at the stock of SnapOn run. For those of you who don't watch the show regularly, SnapOn's a maker of high-end tools and diagnostic equipment for auto repair shops, a bunch of other industries that are really important: agriculture, aviation, construction, military. Company stumbled a bit last time it reported. Stock had been given, I've been having a hard time recent months, but this morning it delivered a truly incredible quarter, and the stock roared up more than $9, or close to 6%. Yet, SnapOn posted a 3-cent earnings beat off of a $2.36 basis, higher than expected sales, including 4.1% organic growth. That's huge. Suddenly, SnapOn's got its groove back, although I would tend to have never really lost it, but there are people who were saying stuff. Plus, it sure doesn't hurt that the company hosted President Trump at its Kenosha, Wisconsin headquarters earlier this week, especially since this is exactly the kind of company that should benefit if Congress ever authorizes Trump's infrastructure plan, or his increased defense budget, or his lower corporate tax scheme. So can the stock of SnapOn, which my charitable trust owns, keep climbing? Let's take a closer look with Nick Pinchuk. He's the chairman and CEO of SnapOn Incorporated. Get a better sense of his quarter and the company's prospects. Mr. Pinchuk, welcome back to Mad Money.
Great to be here, Jim. Good to see you again.
Congratulations. What was this week like? Share with us.
I'm telling you. First time a president has visited SnapOn in 97 years since in our history. So you got to be pumped. I can't lie.
Absolutely.
Right?
Now, why do you think you were chosen?
Well, I think he wanted to emphasize the essential nature of American manufacturing and then also talk about the American worker. And SnapOn has always been about American manufacturing. Certainly, what we sell off those trucks, we mostly manufacture in the United States. American steel by American, shaped by American craftsmen into the hands of American professionals, enabling them to do special, critical tasks.
And where are your plants?
Our plants are all over the United States. There are 10 plants in places like Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Elizabeth, Tennessee, Murphy, North Carolina, Elkmont, Alabama, Algona, Iowa, City of Industry, California.
Now, this is an interesting quarter for you, Nick,
sure.
Because I felt on your conference call that I know we can talk America, but you said that Europe is a monster right now.
A monster. But, you remember, I've been on the show with you, and I said France gives me a headache. Right? But our European hand tool business, which we make in Europe pretty much, we make a lot of those products right in Europe, we make in the markets where we sell, has been up in sales for 14 straight quarters and profitability, OI margin, for 16 straight quarters. It's become a bellwether, a monster, like I said.
Now, you have new tools that have always helped. Thermal imaging diagnostic has come on strong.
Right.
Why?
Right. Well, the whole thing is, it's a new kind of tool. Diagnostics has been rising in the auto repair business because there are a lot more computers on cars these days, It used to be we measured computer codes on cars in the dozens. Now it's thousands. And a car will tell you what it's ailing it, and it'll if you have the right diagnostics, you'll know how to fix it. But it doesn't show you some of the detail. For example, if it tells you there's a cylinder problem, you can't tell which cylinder it is. So we have a new tool called a thermal imager. You shoot the cylinder, you see which one's heating up, it takes you right on target. Sometimes you hear a sound in the differential, but it takes you a half hour of driving the car to generate that sound. All right, a mechanic these days can just run it for like a minute or two, take our thermal imager, look at it, and see the heat starting.
Okay, so Nick, if I don't take it, the other guy takes it, then I would. It's a competitive advantage to have this tool.
It sure is. It sure is, and they're booming in sales. Our diagnostics were up tremendously in the quarter. That's the really good thing. What I told the president is one of the key things about SnapOn. You talked about manufacturing, the success of manufacturing in America. Our people generate customization in the midst of consistency. We have consistency. We keep improving our processes, but we have more and more customization. So our SKUs just keep expanding. But because we have capable people trained, that are very, very skilled, we can manage that consistency. For example, we were up in natural resources this quarter. It was really heralded. As, that business is up 3% organically.
You said you got to stick with it.
And part of the reason is last year we brought out for oil and gas 687 new products just last year. And for power generation, which is in that orb, we brought out 707.
Wow.
Right. Customization in the midst of consistency.
At the same time, there have been people who've been saying, Jim, you know, your channel just been buying it, but you don't understand the delinquencies. The delinquencies are going up big. That was not true.
No, right. They actually pretty much stabilization.
Right.
You know, actually, the delinquencies were down in the quarter.
Yeah,
they went down a little bit in the quarter, but I would say stabilization. It was 1.6 last quarter, 1.4% this quarter. Stabilization.
But if in the Great Recession, it didn't matter.
In the Great Recession, our losses went up 100 basis points. That's worth $15 million on this portfolio. Last year alone, we ate $23 million of bad news from currency, and we still improved our profitability by 140 basis points. We shook off $23 million. 15 is not so much.
All right, last question.
Sure.
You were very colorful in this conference call. Transformers and Jack Reacher?
Transformers and Jack Reacher.
All right,
What I was saying is sometimes, you know, we were talking about our tool storage product.
Right.
Tool storage has been booming. This quarter was a little bit off. And so what I was saying is sometimes you have a product that makes money,
right,
that's good, like Jack Reacher, made some money.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you bring out a great one that's a real hit that creates excitement in the marketplace. The technician says, I have to have that new box. That's Transformers. And you know, hundreds of millions of dollars.
And you got a lot of Transformers.
We got a lot of Transformers.
Well, I got to tell you, congratulations, Nick.
Huh?
No one is more deserving than you. It's Nick Pinchuk, Chairman, President, and CEO of SnapOn. Stock was up $9. I am telling you, this one's not done. It's just getting started. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.